Oh boy, we're actually getting really we're doing good progress, and I'm having fun.
Yeah, I'm having fun too. I would
Yeah.
like to keep reading more stuff too. I'm having fun reading.
Nice, nice. Of course, you can just like I said, you can just be like, yeah, I want to read that. I'll be like, okay, milady, go ahead.
Okay, milady.
Okay, milady, if you are so keen on having some literature in front of you to read, who am I to stand in the way of such
Who
a
am
request?
I? I'm Jean Valjean. All right, you brought some Les Mis into my brain with that one.
Yeah.
Whoa, which are we going next? Or what
We're
are we
now going
doing?
with SCP-2093 Open Alpha, but before we do that, I have to find out who the author is.
True. Did you credit the author for Space Riddle?
Yes, that was the Tobias the Taper.
Oh, Tapir, yeah.
Tapir. I keep saying Taper. which which sounds like a
In
just
American, to taper something, I forget what that means, but that's like a word of like an action. I
yeah, it
think
sounds like
we
a
were doing.
construction action.
I
Like,
say in American, I meant in English.
let's be honest, American English and English does have like a different
That is true.
difference
Yeah.
to it, yeah. So Andaril Halo wrote Open Alpha. I'm going to double check. Yes, I have read a couple of their works, but only recently. Like it was like, I mean, I say recently. In 1692 was a year ago. But the most recent that I got to read from them was called Anabasis, which was a whole. It was a schoolhouse that basically was a portal to another reality where fascist America existed, and they were really, really racist towards the Chinese. It was like a
Oh,
World War
jeez.
II situation, and they were fighting to win the war against China. And when you entered the school, you found out through like crossing over of like time and spirits that the school was meant to be like a safe haven, but then actually did still get
Oh,
bombarded.
cute. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Okay, okay, okay.
I remember what Open Alpha is. Open Alpha is a fun one. That's a funny idea, which, as you can see here, we're gonna get multiple sections that we have to read.
Yay!
Yes. Which, of course, if you want to read any of the expeditions, you're more than welcome. All right,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Open
Let's
Alpha.
go.
And also you can see now, this is actually in a different format, which,
This is a Euclid.
yes, it is Euclid. And the format itself, the format does not change anything what the SCP does or what it's about, but some people write like how we saw before, which is the most typical formatting, and some people write it like this. There's another one that also has like risk assessment and safety hazards, so on and so forth, but yeah. So okay, level 2/2093, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. The school building containing SCP-2093 is to be locked down when not being tested. As the building has been condemned and no longer serves any public function, any unauthorized individual found roaming the halls is to be detained and interrogated. As of 2013, SCP-2093 has expanded in size approximately 8 square meters, encompassing the entirety of the drama room. The exact limits can be determined by use of thermal imaging, as the space within SCP-2093 has a significantly lower level of heat and humidity. Description: SCP-2093 is a spatial anomaly localized in the third floor drama room of High School and located in Maryland. Upon entering SCP-2093, personnel inside enter the spatial anomaly, unable to exit the room while remaining within SCP-2093, allowing for exploration of a recreation of the school building. The recreation conforms with the size and structure of the actual school, and is populated by an array of entities appearing as students, ranging in age from elementary students to high school students. Continued exploration has revealed the limits of the anomaly extend in all directions, with nothing beyond school property save endless grassland. Communication with entities within SCP-2093 has not determined whether the entities are sentient, but they have shown themselves able to retain information given to them. Some entities appear to engage in conversation but are incapable of vocalization. Individuals outside of SCP-2093 may open the door, allowing for those inside the anomaly to return unharmed. It is unknown why personnel within the anomaly are unable to escape on their own, or if entities within SCP-2093 are bound by the same restriction. Addendum: an expedition on 2000 encountered a small group of unknown creatures within SCP-2093, roughly resembling bipedal Urusins, with a layer of matte gray chitin covering their torsos.
Is this a werewolf one?
I don't think Urusins are werewolves. I think those are still bears.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Big sad.
Yeah. You were so ready, like, and you're like, no, it's bear. And you're like, oh.
I was so ready.
You're like, oh my god. And you're like, no, it's not a werewolf. You're like, why you have to ruin my fun? Facial features are non-existent save for two ellipsoid openings of equal size, one on top the other. Entities within the anomaly displayed no reaction to the creatures. I'm actually trying to think if I had a wolf-based SCP, if I read one. I think there was one, but I don't remember what it does. Expedition logs 015 to 018, well, just 15 or 18 to 18, are made publicly available to all researchers level 2 and above assigned to SCP-2093, as per contained procedures. Alrighty then, let's go with Expedition 15. Do you want to read the text and I do the voices? Or how do I want to do this?
Yeah, I can read the text and you can do the voices? Sure. So you want me to start at Expedition 015?
Yes.
Okay. Expedition 015. Agents West and Pierce are assigned to enter the anomaly and make contact with the entities within an attempt to obtain as much information as possible regarding the anomaly and possibly make contact with the anomalous entities. Upon entering, Agent West notes the smell of burning plastic. The agents exit the room and descend to the second floor. Entities dressed in school uniforms walk the halls, ignoring the agents. The agents hail a small boy of African American descent with bright green eyes.
Before I go on, I just want to say, like you reading voice is very comforting.
Oh, thank you.
Like
I used to read out loud all the time.
Oh, I see. Because like I get like flashbacks to like I don't know, like 90s PC where no 90s like CDs of like audiobooks that would like fall asleep to. I'm just like
I do also listen to a lot of audiobooks.
Yeah, okay. They influenced you. Okay. Excuse me, son. Can you help us? We're looking for Miss... I'm at high school in... Redacted. Hello. My name is Johnny. You should go to the school? You're kind of young. I'm at high school in... Redacted. I'm smart. Do you know Miss? She's a math teacher. Teachers in room... Should be around here. I am smart.
That's not creepy at all. Oh, gosh. No further useful information was gleaned from contact with the entities. Agents made their way through the halls of the second floor, discovering all doors and lockers to be open. The layout of each room follow a set of 4 distinct arrangements, all apparently adjusted for an east-facing entry and west-facing windows. Other rooms are not corrected for directional discrepancy and have windows impeded by walls and an additional door on the west wall of each room. Agent West remarks the smell of burning plastic emanates from these rooms in particular. The agents make their way to the ground floor of the school and make contact with a small group of 5 Ursan creatures. After a brief standoff, a system of rudimentary communication via hand gestures and pantomime is successfully established. Lack of familiarity with the entities or the location indicates the Urson creatures are not responsible for or in any way in control of the anomaly. The creatures indicate they were exploring an apparently abandoned structure when they discovered a trap door leading into the anomaly. The Urson creatures, the Urson creatures were able to retrace their steps to show agents West and Pierce the door they had entered through, which appeared to lead up to the drama room on the 3rd floor, to a trapdoor on stage. The creatures became distressed as they entered the drama room, apparently unaware that returning to their home base required outside assistance. Note, if the Ursons are unable to return where they came from, consideration should be made for taking them in and classifying them with SCP status. From Dr. Marlowe.
Yes. So, that's our first encounter with the Urson creatures.
Interesting.
And an entity, seems to be a small African-American boy with green eyes, which...
That sounds really pretty.
That sounds awesome. Honestly, that's pretty sweet. Here we go. Expedition 16. I'm going to read this one because it's a short one. Dr. J. Marlowe accompanies Agent West and Pierce along with a linguistics expert to attempt conversation with the Urson creatures. The Ursons... Is it Ursons or Ursine? I assume it's like Ursas or Ursine. I actually haven't. You know what? This is a moment where we have to... we have Google.
Ursine.
Ursine. Well, is that supposed to be like in... Okay. The Ursines were found in the teacher's lounge, having consumed all available food and using a microwave to heat an unknown foodstuff. The creatures show an adept knowledge of mathematics and astronomy, and are able to graphically reproduce images on paper with great accuracy. When asked to draw the planet of origin, the shape and arrangement of continents were recognized as corresponding to that of Earth approximately 50 to 70 million years ago. The creatures appeared confused and agitated when Dr. Marlowe indicated Earth as home. The Ursines understood the context of the phrase home world and insisted upon using it to describe Earth. The Ursines creatures were quick to understand the entities were not sentient and understood the concepts of artificial intelligence and computational neuroscience. The conversation abruptly ended as the creatures sought to explore the grasslands and refused to continue further. Alright, Expedition 17, you want to read this one?
Yes, absolutely. Expedition 17. Agents West and Pierce accompanied... Wait, is that what you already read or no?
No,
No.
That's new. That's new. You can read that. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Agents
worries.
West and Pierce, accompanied by 4 additional Foundation personnel, enter the anomaly again. The Ursine creatures have cleared out the school's cafeteria of furnishings and are consuming the food products in the kitchen to no apparent ill effect. The creatures claim they have rescue coming soon, but it is unclear if they understand the need for individuals outside of the anomaly to hold the door open. On the 2nd floor, agents discovered the color of the doors had changed since first emerging and began checking the classrooms once more. Unlike previous expeditions, the rooms were now properly arranged with windows facing the outside regardless of room orientation. Inside one of the rooms, a largely empty book was discovered on the teacher's desk, containing notes regarding changes and updates made to the school building and the entities within. The tone of these entries indicate the entities may be artificially programmed or else indirectly controlled by others, with the school itself a simulation of sorts. A recent entry indicates awareness of Foundation personnel within the simulation. Portions of this book are logged at the end of file.
We're getting some answers. Expedition 18. Okay, Expedition 18. Agents West and Pierce are now accompanied by armed security and enter the anomaly. The smell of burnt plastic is noted as being completely gone. No entities are found on the second floor, and all doors leading into classrooms are now locked. Entities are encountered on the ground floor, keeping their distance from Foundation personnel. Several appear actively hostile, but otherwise flee when addressed. Any activity or movement performed by the entities prior to contact with personnel is ceased. The user-assigned creatures are nowhere to be found, and the cafeteria has been reconstituted. Entities within cease all activity and glare belligerently at Foundation personnel. The school building was searched for 4 hours, turning up no sign of the user-assigned creatures. As well, the landscape outside has now been barricaded off by barbed wire fences, 3 meters in height, with no signs of an entryway. No further materials within SCP-2093 are recovered. And now, the recovered changelog, which will make a lot more sense what this is all about. I would say, I'm just going to read this. Actually, I'm going to read this part, and then you can read the rest.
Kiki.
All right. High school version 0.822 alpha. Date EA-119. Thank you for bearing with us over the changeover to redacted. Logged K have been restored for testing purposes, which here it says, footnote, a Chinese unit of decimal time corresponding to approximately 14 minutes and 24 seconds. Changelog 0.822. We have 1. Fixed classroom orientation so all students can enjoy the sunshine. Number 2. Doors to science classrooms should no longer open onto Class B stars. Number 3. Underperforming students will now improve gradually rather than immediately. 4. When finding writing utensils, students will now only search their own pockets. DVN, we are aware of unauthorized access by bugbears and are working on fixing this right away. Additionally, if anyone feels uncomfortable with the level of outside interference by unauthorized users emerging from the drama room, avoid confrontation and alert a shaper. This is for your own safety and stability. And now you can read the rest.
Alrighty. Music teachers should no longer hoard, what is that?
Oboes.
Oboes? Oboes. More silos have been added. Lunchroom algorithms restricted to the lunchroom can no longer trade pudding for principal's desk. What? Wait, what? Fixed typo, which caused language arts classes to be improperly recognized. Translators are available until art supplies can be replaced. Disciplinary actions should no longer result in fatalities. Ooh. DVN, requests for additional cones must cease as they are flooding our inbox. What? 0.820. Teachers should no longer constantly respawn between periods. Gym has been closed due to epileptic tree incident. What? As a result, garnishes are no longer permitted within 28 hectometers of croissant-like food items. Sediment has been removed from weather program. Language files updated to accommodate Artesian users. Did I say that right? Tartessian?
I would say Tartessian. Yeah, I would say the same way.
Removed miscellaneous charges from detention slips. Students should no longer be accused of securities fraud, vicarious liability, forum shopping, or contempt of disbarment. What? Additional silos added. Gotta feed these things, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of silos around here.
This is weird.
So
that's a weird one.
So have you ever seen the video where they do the patch notes for Sims?
I don't think so. But I can imagine that would be crazy.
It's fucking hilarious because there's like stuff reading like a patch note saying like how like I think it was like talking about a meteor. If a meteor comes down, everybody can leave the building except students.
What the heck?
So like stuff like that.
So like how we can like marry the Grim Reaper in the game or whatever.
Yeah, like saying like like you cannot no longer be pregnant with Grim Reaper and stuff like that. Like,
But I want to have a Reaper baby.
I know you do, but the Reaper's job is to kill people, not to bring life. But yeah, that's
Fair
basically,
enough.
it's basically what that's what the whole thing is, and I think it's hilarious. It's basically a building that's just a game, and it just gets patch notes of like, it's like, yeah, the kids no longer can trade in pudding for the principal's desk. So it's like, and that's what it's like open alpha, meaning everybody can join in.
Oh god. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah,
That's
it's very.
like- that's
When I first read it, I was also very confused. I was like, "What is this?" And until I read the change log, and I was like, "Oh, it's a video game." And the bears are bugbears. That's why they were like eating and destroying stuff because they were not supposed to be there.
Oh jeez.
And it also makes sense now that the entity was like saying like, I am blah blah blah, I'm student, I'm smart. It's because it's literally an NPC. It doesn't have any other lines. So was like, you know,
That was cool.
yeah, no, I really liked Open Alpha. It's
It doesn't have any other lines. I thought it was like some creepy. I'm like, all right, what is up with these things?
yeah,
And then it made so much more sense.
it reads as creepy because we don't have all the information yet. Because like you're like, oh, this kid is just like, I'm a student, I'm smart, and then you're like, but where's your teacher? I'm smart. You're like, okay. what? And then like it just walks away. And you're like, okay, that is odd. But then you realize like, oh, it's literally an NPC that you pressing the A button over and over and over again, and it has no other lines.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That was very creative.
Yeah, no, I really
like
like
that
that
one.
one.